Welcome back to Blueprint channel, guys. It's TK, and on today's video I'm gonna show you the best strategy to use in Clan Capital, and that would be the Super Dragon. So without any further ado, let's just jump into these attacks and see how you can destroy these districts. Okay guys, first base right here we have the Wizard Valley, and you can see now the first army we are using is like a bit different, right? So what we're gonna do eventually with this army, that on the first attack I love to use, is with the Super Barbarians and some Rocket Loons to try to get a nice funnel firstly for the Super Dragons, but mainly we want to get those air defenses, as you can see that nothing can reach it except Rocket Loons. So that is the best way you can snipe them out. And also guys, this is for some of you that maybe want to switch from Graveyard. The Graveyard spell is not nerfed to the ground, but you might not be able to triple with 2-shot as easy as before. So that would be for that. So don't worry, this is not like forcing you to use any strategy. You can still use your favorite strategy, and that's up to you. Now with these 14 barbs, I may have, I was able to take a bit more Rocket Loons, but you can see now what we're doing. Dealing damage and destroying these air defenses, because they are the only thing that can stop those Super Dragons, especially when the Super Dragons got new HP to their stats. Now this single Inferno, I could have, you can see, take it out with more Rocket Loons if I would have taken more of course Rocket Loons, but less Barbarians. And we're just trying to get that the cannon cart out the way, double rage into this area as well, and we can go to the next attack and see what we have on the next attack and what is the army mainly for this strategy. So without any further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, we're on the second attack. 2 more rage spell, more Super Dragons, and also some of those skeleton barrels. Yes, they are really good tanks in front of the Super Dragons, and because this area doesn't have as many splash damage, those skellies can deal a lot of damage too with the defenses. But now you can see I'm kind of spreading the dragons around just because we couldn't get the best funnel, but we're still managing to kind of have all the dragons meet up in the core of this base, trying to take that wizard tower out. 1 more skeleton barrel for the tanking of that Tesla on the top side. You can see now the single Inferno locked onto my dragon. This is where those zap lightning spells, basically, they can really help you to kind of reset the single Inferno. Now the single Inferno does have a problem in the Clan Capital, because once it locks onto your troop, it takes so long for them to charge, and you can't put it on a multi mode. So I really hope that could change in future updates. But yeah man, we 2-shot the Wizard Valley without using the Graveyard spell, and that is mainly the point of this video, that you still can 2-shot districts with other strategies if you wanted to give them a try, because not a lot of people maybe enjoy using Graveyard. A lot of people just love to go in and get those raids done with at the weekend. That's completely up to you what you want to choose, but this video mainly will be for the people who like to try something new. Okay guys, we have the Skeleton Park. This is a wide open base, but we have the similar type of approach with a few more wall breakers and some minions in case there is some buildings left behind. What I'm kind of going for is basically the most air targeting defenses that I can get, and also give dragons a decent funnel so they don't have to be completely spread out inside the space, because that is what eventually going to happen in any army you use on a skeleton park which is not built, just because everything is separated. So clearing out these defenses on the outside, we still have a Tesla. 2 barbarians on the Tesla is usually fine depending on what level it is, and then we have another Tesla on the top side. Just gonna take that out as well with that wall break to get my barbarians deeper into that minion hive, which is kind of important to take out, because that is kind of the only defense that can do a lot of point damage to those dragons at the end of the day. Now this lower side, we have a few barbarians and Rocket Loons. I don't think I will spend the Rocket Loon on that lower side. I don't think so. But yeah, Rocket Loons on the top side, taking out those defenses. 1 more barbarian for that multi cannon. just to take it out. And just always watch out for these rage spells, because you don't have to always have them right next to each other. This way you can see the dragon's path is through that rocket artillery to go deep inside and go next to the minion hive and then keep going deeper. That is the main objective. But you're gonna see on the next attack, I choose an interesting troop just to have an addition to the strategy. Okay, we have an Inferno Dragon, guys, and that is for that district hall. Now we're gonna take out that air defense first, because that is the one, you know, to kind of damage your Inferno Dragon. And also these rocket loons can go afterwards to that Spirit Thrower, but they're not gonna take it out, just a small damage. Inferno Dragon, completely fine, just adding a super dragon so they can take care of the whole right side of the base. And we have that first rage spell, and this is where you're gonna see at the end of the attack, because that frost spell is insane how good it can be. And look at these rages back to back to back. These dragons will keep being raged up throughout this entire left side, dropping more skeleton barrel. And also, guys, have those dragons separated, because look, the top side has only one air defense to defend this dragon. What I'm gonna do is invest one lightning as well to that air defense to take it out, and also that super dragon on the top side can now clear those, you know, cannons and all those, you know, ground targeting defenses basically on the top side. But look at that frost, the rapid rocket, I believe it's the name, didn't have a chance against these dragons. That dragon is taking out the whole left side. Nothing left on this base. We have one more rapid rocket, which is kind of annoying for the dragons, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe even more annoying than the air defense, just because it shoots faster. And if it's properly defensed and it has nice defenses around it, which the super dragon cannot get that chain value, it can be really annoying. But we smashed this base in 2 hits as well without using a graveyard. Okay guys, we are here, and guys, we are on the most damaged base after the super, you know, the Dragon Cliff basically, and we have a few Hog Riders. Now you might be saying, why do I have Hog Riders without a graveyard, without a heal spell, and it's a few of them only on the first attack? What I'm trying to do, guys, is to get one side of the whole base which it doesn't have many, you know, splash damage. Something you can kind of look for when you're opening a base in Clan Capital, and that just depends on the base building. But at the end of the day, look at his rocket loon value. 2 of them taking out that rocket artillery. This also gives a small funnel to the dragons later on, but the top side is my main objective for those you know, Hog Riders. I don't want to invest one more rocket loon on the top side because I just don't see the value. What I like to do is to go for that one air defense, because later on it can be a nice value to the super dragon. And then we're gonna go in with these Hog Riders, separated groups, to be honest. Like, it's just better to have everything separated in case you find a few bombs. But these rage spell, again, we're gonna go into the second attack because of them, and 2 more spells. But look at these hogs. Now they separated a lot more than I expected, so the top side it's gonna kind of stay up, I think. Not the best value on the top side, but actually, hold on, yeah, the cannon is gonna go down. This multi-cannon though is gonna stay up, and you can see 1 minion can finish off all those buildings on the top side for you, which then you have nice value and overall a nice path for the dragons to go deep inside this weird looking barbarian camp. Okay, so let's go to the next hit. All right, we are in the next hit, and guys, we have those minions, we have the dragons and those skeleton barrels. Now these rage spell, look at the way we place them. It's insane, because the dragons will keep being on rage spell. That is perfect. Now guys, there is a lot of base left, and that's the beauty of the barbarian camp. Like, you know, after all that value in the beginning, maybe even a spam graveyard would give you more value. But this attack, I just want to showcase the power of super dragons, the amount of air targeting stuff that is left on this base, and how we're gonna just keep smashing through everything on those rage spell with the new balanced super dragon. New HPs, you know, the damage is crazy, everything is crazy. And look, we still have 3 dragons going through all those air targeting troops. Now this is where it can get a bit tricky at the end of the attack, where you have got that 1 air defense on the top side, you have still got a few Teslas left on the, you know, field. I wish my Hog Riders would have actually finished that air defense so my super dragon didn't have to die. But guys, even though this is a barbarian camp, even though we didn't invest 6 graveyard spell on it, you know, we're still getting so close to two-shotting a barbarian camp that I don't think before the graveyard spell came this was possible. This was not possible before the graveyard to two-shot a barbarian camp, but now you can see the damage these dragons do. And that was it, guys, for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, learned a few new things that you didn't know, and also give this strategy a try, man. It's really nice to smash 3 spaces with those super dragons, and simple. It doesn't take too much of your time, just a bit of creativity. And that was it, man. I hope I see you soon on the next video. Take care and bye.